today. It's Friday again. Boom, a week's gone very quick, and a short week, of course. Hope everyone enjoyed their Memorial Day. Just wanted to share with you, I've been listening to a lot of excellent speakers lately and Zooming meetings I've been involved in, and it was very hard to choose today something inspirational. And what really brought some things home was, the foundation of what I've set our company's culture around. And, agents come to us wanting to be successful, and, what is the formula of success? And when I thought about this, I thought the first thing is, dreaming big. I mean, we've all got to have a dream to set our goals to inspire us. And as I've said always, is don't ever focus on the monies in our business. Focus on excellency. Being excellent at everything you do, and everything else will follow. The second thing is working hard. It's a little, Doug and I have been doing real estate 35 years now, and boy, that's gone quick. And, a lot of new agents who'll join us, or agents who've been in the business not as long, we make it look so easy, but there's a lot of hard work over those years, believe me. And it continues to be hard work, but maybe we just look a little smoother given experience, etc. And creating value. How can I make a difference in this person's life? And, we're very fortunate that we are in a position where we can really make a big difference for our clients. And one of the things today, I thought, wow, how can I create value today? And it's interesting. I've been doing some social Zooming, and the conversations used to be all about traveling. Where are you going to travel this summer? Or what did you read? And it seems like the conversations now around what's on Netflix, what's on Hulu, and and then we all get confused. Where do I find that movie or that show that they spoke about? And then a friend, this is an amazing tip I'm going to give you today. You may know already, but I certainly didn't. But there's an app called it's called Fast Play. So what you do is, you want to watch a show, you don't know where it is, you just put this app on your phone, and then you go into the search bar, put the name of the movie, and it will tell you where to find that movie, whether it be on Hulu or Netflix or HBO, Prime, Amazon, whatever. So hopefully that'll be a little tip today, a little extra added value. The luxury market. Well, there's so many things we can talk about with the luxury market. So what I thought I'd start with is, what's happened in the past 60 days. I bumped into an old friend the other day at Safeways, and he said, is there anything going on? I thought, oh my God, people are unaware of what's going on in the market right now. So I'm going to give a very overview of the market, because there's so many things we could talk about, and you feel free to send your questions to me today, or even after the fact, just email or, send correspondence through Facebook. This week, so basically Hawaii's lockdown has definitely affected the luxury market. 2/3 of our market comes from the mainland or international. So of course, people aren't here to buy or put their homes on the market. Maybe they have personal belongings, they don't want to get it on the market yet. So what we've found is, sales are delayed. If something was in escrow, sales were delayed. There were longer escrows, and also a lot of higher end homes were taken off the market just because they didn't want the people coming into their homes, of course, during, the height of the COVID virus. We're also finding right now there's a change in dynamics, and it'll be interesting where this goes, but everyone wanted something easy to live in, lock up, travel. Well, what we're finding now, inquiries from, international, the mainland and local is, I'm looking for a lifestyle house. I'm looking for a larger kitchen where the children and the families or multi-families can enjoy. I'm looking for a yard that I can have a pool and other outside entertainment and have that indoor-outdoor living that Hawaii is so famous for, of course. We're also seeing, once the travel restrictions are lifted, I believe we're going to find the amount of interest is going to increase. And our inventory, really, we've still got low inventory. Of course, in the higher end, and today I'm going to define that as 1.8 million and above. There is more homes in that price range without question. generally speaking, prices are relatively staying the same. They may be listed a little higher, but I find in this market, it's just a matter whether the timing is correct for a seller to sell. And it's a tricky one. You need to work with an agent who's been selling a lot of luxury homes over the years, and what brings value, what's a negative against a property, and to really take a good hard look at the values. So as we start to move into this opening up the economy, there's, you know, our 3 S's, as we call our company. 1 is being the students and the educators for our clients, 2, the safety protocol, and 3, the strategic market. So today I'm going to be more of the educator and, you know, the student, because, you know, it's a different market for myself right now to share with you. So let's go to the slides. I'm going to share my screen with you. Just wait one moment. Okay, we'll just go up, share screen. Okay, so again, this is a real overview so you can get a little bit of a picture of what's going on in the luxury market. So each month we put out the Oahu Luxury Stats, if you follow my Facebook or Instagram. And the highest sale to date was $5 million for a single family home that was on Sunset Beach. And the highest condo was $5,850,000 that was at Park Lane. Median price $1.8 million, and for condos a little over $2.4. So closed sales to date 24, and condos 6. So let's take a closer look at some of the graphs that will illustrate this for us. It's kind of going to work for me. Okay, so when we're looking at single family homes, this is just going to show you in escrow, what went in escrow in the last 60 days. So this was in the midst of COVID. If you see over to the right-hand side, you'll see the date it went into escrow, because this was definitely when we were all in the lockdown quarantine. But a lot of the sales, what I'm finding here right now, are between the 1.8 to 2.3 million. They make up about half the amount of sales right now. Most of the higher end prices above 4 million are located on the beach or walking distance to the beach. But again, you have 19 properties that went into escrow the last 60 days during the COVID lockdown. Here's your sold properties. Note worth taking, of course, is at the end of this list, number 24, 18.7 million. We spoke about that last week. That is the highest sale to date on Oahu right now. And basically, it's probably only one of 3 properties that sold in that price range on the windward side of the island in the past 10 years. You're finding that it's showing 92 days average on the market. Let me go to, this is the home again. We showed this picture last week, but you'll see it's 2.5 acre property, beautiful home someone can just move into. This was the other home I talked to you about on the Sunset Beach area that sold for $5,850,000. On that same street, there's another house listed for $14 million, and there was a sale just this week for about 3.5. So again, you really need to know about your luxury homes, you know, having a pool, how much more value, square footage, age of improvements, whether the quality of improvements, etc. So there's a lot of different factors going on. We'll pop over to the condos now. So basically what you're seeing here, this sheet here is in escrow, not showing. In other words, it looks like it's a pretty done thing. And then you've got in escrow showing properties, which means they've still got a lot of due diligence to do. What you're noticing here is Park Lane is still having the superior sales there in the Ala Moana area. It is a world-class property, and it has the best concierge service probably of any building here on the islands. And you'll see 2 properties there in escrow right now, one listed at $4 million and the other one listed at $7,820,000. They both just went into escrow in the past 30 days actually. And below that, you'll see sales, again, Ritz-Carlton's had quite a few, not a lot of sales, but one or two here and there. Courtyards, it's a very popular building here in Honolulu, which is, reason being is large square footage, 2,200 square feet, 3 bedrooms, listed a little under 2 million. We'll find a lot of local kama'ainas who are looking for that building. It was on the market 71 days. Probably if COVID wasn't around, it probably would have sold in 10 days, to give you an idea. One Ala Moana, again, very popular, and Hokua, built in 2006, very good with the local market again, and you'll be seeing sales, you know, throughout the year, pretty consistent in all of these buildings that we're talking about today. Sold properties, we've got there Trump Towers. Yes, Trump's, people are still buying in there. And again, One Ala Moana, Hokua, the Ritz and Park Lane. They seem to be the most popular luxury buildings at this stage. And I just popped a picture in here for Park Lane to give you some idea of the finishings, the views, the ambience, and the feeling that you would expect buying in such a world-class building. This was the sale at the Ritz-Carlton. This was the penthouse. Now, if going back, this sold for $4,950,000, and it only showed a few months on the market and sold for full price. Well, that's where you've got to be really careful, because if you look at the history, this came on the market a few years ago now, back in February 2019, for $6.4 million, and gradually the price has been adjusted over that time period. So again, we can't really go by that one line description all the time, but when we get into a little more detail, we can look at the history and see where it ended. This is a view of Lanikai. There was quite a few higher end homes in Lanikai that sold on and off the beach. This is actually a view from one of our listings that just recently sold. And mainly someone was buying it for land value for about 1.2 million. But again, you see how beautiful those views are, and just gorgeous. Going into the nature, of course, our flowers are blooming right now, which we're really appreciative of, and it's a beautiful time. The sunsets are magical. I've been noticing on Facebook some amazing photos from everybody, and I just thought I'd pop one in here right now. And just to let you know, I just wanted to say a big mahalo. I just wanted to thank all our clients that have allowed us to help with their real estate goals during these challenging times, or be able to at least speak to them and guide them accordingly. And we also understand how important, as I've mentioned, is supporting the community throughout this time. And I'm proud as a company, a boutique company, that we were able to provide about 200 meals for the food bank this month. But again, mahalo for joining us, and definitely email or call, and I certainly can get into a lot more detail for you on the luxury market. But today was an overview, and I hope that'll give you some idea of where we were. And once we become a little, where we can get around and things become more accessible, I believe we'll still have a very strong market, especially with the interest rates hovering around that 3% still below or a bit above. Thank you, and have a great weekend. Bye.